Today on Behind the Bloom podcast, we're taking a look at plants and flowers for a happy home. With this companion to episode number 304 of Life in Bloom, we'll talk about the best plants for making your home happy and healthier, plus tips and tricks for caring for your houseplants. We'll make a Tillandsia terrarium and create a glass tabletop garden, and I'll show you how to weave a palm leaf into a nautilus shell. Let's get happy with plants and flowers today on Behind the Bloom. There are so many significant health and wellness benefits from having plants in our home, workspace, and even the bedroom. It's true. Having plants in your bedroom, specifically monstera, corn plants, philodendrons, and peace lilies, can help you sleep better and clean the air. Stop by your local plant seller today and bring some sleeping assistance and air filtration in plant form to your bedroom. Cal Flowers is a proud sponsor of Behind the Bloom podcast, where plants and wellness go hand in hand.
Hey, Jay. How are you?
How are you? I'm good.
Good.
It's summertime.
It is. It looks like summer behind you.
It does.
Yeah.
It's coming. We're past Memorial Day now, so you know.
And we're going to be talking about plants and flowers for a happy home. I'm
right.
excited
so there's plants out there.
Yeah. Your home looks happy.
Drag them inside.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good thing. It was very interesting because, you know, I've said this many times before. I don't consider plants to be my expertise.
Mm-hmm.
I'm challenged with that. And so I grow a lot of things that I grow well in the house.
Mm-hmm.
But there's certain things I just don't do well with. And, you know, so it's just like, I don't need to have a maidenhair fern in my house, you know, because I'll kill it. I could have it outside. That'd be great. If I do it outside, I'm usually better at that. I think it is amazing. So, and it looks like we have lots of stories about this. So that's great.
Yeah. I have house plants, and so I'm always like, whenever you got into this in more detail, I was like, I don't know. Since I live in an apartment, which we talked about, my garden is inside, which is
correct.
Not, you know, it's not very great, but it is like the little plants I get to take care of. So I never thought about cutting some of them to put in an arrangement. Now I'm like, all right, I'm ready.
True. So that's our Bloom 365 tip.
Oh, yeah.
It's number 251.
Yeah.
All foliage, no flowers. Consider an arrangement made of various foliage. Okay, let me finish this before I start something else. Consider an arrangement made of various foliage. It will deliver dramatic texture and color nuances. Bonus, an all foliage arrangement will last for weeks. That's true. And so if you make an arrangement of all foliage, and maybe you want to add some flowers to it, or maybe you want to add artificial flowers to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that makes artificial flowers look even more real too. But an all foliage bouquet will last longer. Okay, so this is what I was going to say to you. For those of you who are hating on me right now, I am going to put a link in the comments below of how to properly say foliage from Merriam Webster. And so there are two proper ways. According to Merriam Webster, there are two ways to say foliage: foliage or foliage, as I say it. And I have the Midwestern accent and say foliage. And that is the biggest complaint we ever get on our show. And when this episode is on, people write in and say, I hate the way you say foliage. You know what? Deal with it. It's just the way I've always said it. And I think foliage sounds like I'm being weird or trying to be like fancy. Oh, please, RJ, tell me about your foliage.
Pass me the foliage.
Yeah. And so I will put that link down below so you can go look and you can click on them and see that I'm not wrong. And you can be as right as you want to be. But you know what? Nothing in this world is going to change if I say foliage wrong. Nothing. It's not going to change anything.
I thought accents are supposed to be like endearing and
really
it's
entertains
exotic.
me.
Yeah.
It really entertains me that people want to be like, oh, the other day I had this person send me a letter and said, you said bouquet instead of bouquet.
What?
And I was shocked. You're an expert. And I was just like, seriously? So I went to Merriam Webster in Britain.
Oh, okay.
It is bouquet. In the U.S., it's bouquet.
All right.
So I thought that was very interesting too, and I didn't have any idea. And what I wrote back to the person was, I said, because there's also two spellings, so you know that you can spell Bouquet or you can spell Bokay. And I said, how do you know I wasn't saying Bokay and not Bouquet?
Mm-hmm.
I was saying Bokay, bouquet. And I'm sure it drove that person crazy. But it's just like, again, What difference does it make?
Right, and there's different words that are said in different parts of the country, and I mean, it's just like everyone kinda has their own I don't know.
I will concur, though, that I don't like flustrated over frustrated. When people say, I'm frustrated. I got all frustrated. And I'm like, you mean frustrated? So I do get that. But bouquet, foliage. Okay, whatever.
Well, I'll admit, I always said foliage until kind of we started doing this, Jay, and I think I've slowly come around to foliage. So.
Oh, no. Now, see, I'm getting in trouble for converting people.
Yeah, you're right.
And it doesn't matter to me what you say.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't care what you say. It doesn't matter to me. As long as you don't harp on me for what I say.
Yeah.
All right. Flowers for a healthy home. It's summertime. All of the stuff is in bloom outside. I have always told you I have an allergy to flowers and plants. And so I will cough especially when I laugh. It does not mean I'm sick. For Brad and Kelly Gomez in Florida, I constantly take allergy medicine. Just to try and keep it in check.
It's that time of year. I mean, yeah.
I know, right? And I do love it. There's nothing I love better in the whole world than sneezing. I love to sneeze. I think sneezing is such a great release. So if I can sneeze like 10 times a day, I'm awesome. I think that's just great. So yeah, there's that. As a kid, I figured out a way to make myself sneeze.
Oh, how was that?
And I would do it all the time.
Yeah.
I just do this thing I make a noise with my mouth and it makes my nose get up. And the other thing about it is my dad, when he would drink, he would sneeze.
Really?
And his brother did the same thing. And so if they would drink too much, my mom and her sister-in-law would just be like, okay, we need to take these boys home because they've had too much to drink. Because they would just be like, achoo, 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 achoo. It's crazy. Okay. Let's get back to plants.
Okay, all right.
Sorry. I did have a Monstera shirt on in this.
So I loved your shirt in that. I was like, I wish Jay wore this more often. I wish now I want a Monstera shirt. I was like, that was cool.
It was a gift from my friend Sean Alderman, who is a journalist in the flower industry.
Okay.
She works for a bouquet company now, I believe. I don't see her nearly as much as I used to, and we don't get to talk as much as we want to because she's very busy now. But she gave me that as a present. And she also gave me some paper plates and some napkins that had Monstera on it, too. And it was when we were talking about Monstera madness being a trend. So, yeah. It's very nice. But I was like, oh, let's wear that shirt. Sure, let's do that.
Well, I liked in the segment you talked all about just kind of the different benefits of having, plants in your house, just improving air quality and things like that. But you also talked about even just seeing images or patterns of plants triggers something in your brain that brings like happiness. So I thought, having that Monstera shirt even is good for your mental health.
We have pillows on the couch just right here in the office that have fern on them.
Oh, cool.
And I just think it is really wonderful to have images of flowers and plants. And it's not just plants, it's flowers too. So when you have an image of that, or like if you have sheets that have flowers on them. I have in my life had so many quilts for my bed that have been flowers.
Oh.
I like sleeping on flowers. That's really fun, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think that in your bedroom specifically, if you have corn plants, Monstera, philodendron, or spathiphyllum, the peace lily. Those 4 plants exchange oxygen faster. And so it will actually aid you in sleeping better because they are putting whole oxygen out in and destroying the carbon dioxide that you're giving off.
Oh, cool.
In our bedroom, we have 2 corn plants. I think there's 2 corn plants and a Monstera right now.
Okay.
I kind of swap them out too. I love the variegated corn plants. I like the ones that have the tricolors. I think those are so pretty. I do love Monsteras. My Monsteras are all very big, all very old right now, and so they're not making Swiss cheese plant as much anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the ones that are extremely helpful. And again, this one is where we talked about too, the 1 plant per 100 feet.
Right. I got a little nervous with my apartment that I've got like too many plants, and I think I'm good.
How big is your apartment?
It's like 1,000 square feet. So
you should have at least 10.
Yeah. So I think that's about what I have.
Okay,
so
that's
I think
good.
we're good. The problem is they're all like, we have this bay window and everything is kind of in the front bay window. We don't have any in our bedroom. So now after hearing you talk about that, I think we want to try to move some stuff in there.
You need to move somebody over there. But do you have light? Yeah. Do you have light in there?
A little bit, not as much as that's why we have everything kind of in that bay window, because that's where the most light is coming in. So
don't you have a lot of Monstera?
We do, yes. We have one big Monstera, yeah.
So if you put your Monstera in a low level light area, it will have more Swiss cheese.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The more light a Monstera gets, the more it will have just a big solid leaf.
Okay.
Without holes in it.
Okay, so maybe we'll move that.
That's a good functionality. The other thing, though, that loves darkness is a peace lily, a spathiphyllum.
Oh,
Spathiphyllum can grow anywhere.
Okay.
They are called the cast iron plant for a reason.
Okay. All right.
And you wait literally. Probably had a spathulum for like a decade, maybe 2. I
Really?
don't know.
Okay.
When it all is wilted and laying down on the pot, that's when I water it. And
Okay.
in a day, it comes right back up again, and then I don't water it until it does that again. They love that. The more abuse you give them, the more apt they are to bloom.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So they're
there's that
resilient.
too. Yeah, they are. They
Okay.
are. Their
Okay.
leaves will get smaller.
Mhm.
You know, sometimes if you get a big one, and this one was big at one point in time, and now it's a big pot, but like it has little tiny leaves that are, maybe like the size of a small banana instead of like one that's the size of a tuna.
Oh,
You know?
yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna try to
yeah.
get some in our bedroom then.
We talked about the NASA study too.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
think that that's fascinating because, okay, number one, zinnias were the first flowers to ever bloom in space.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay. And then number two is that they felt that that was a better way to clean the air.
That's awesome.
You don't see it as much as you used to. When living walls were a big deal, I always wanted a living wall in the house.
That'd be cool.
But again, that takes more light.
Oh, right.
But a living wall, and so like sometimes restaurants or hotels have them, and I think that they're, and there's something that have to be maintained because plants are plants, right?
Mhm.
But I just think that that's cool too, because that's going to exchange that air. But that basically is where that idea came from, is NASA would install these sheets of plants that
Oh,
were there to exchange the air
okay.
and clean the air.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, I like that you said that Mother Nature does a better job. It's a better solution.
Yeah.
And I think it is than chemicals or, things like that. I think it's really helpful.
I remember seeing a news thing. One of the big tech people out there right now is talking about how he wants to design something that would turn carbon dioxide into oxygen. And someone commented, "You're talking about trees. Like, this technology already exists in the natural world. Why do we need to figure
Yeah.
out this way to, I don't know,
Just plant more.
just plant more?" Yeah, yeah.
We lost 2 trees this winter, and I'm just sick about it. It was my favorite trees. It was the Japanese maples with the peach bark Japanese maple, and it was
no.
just too cold. We had
Oh,
too long of cold winter, and I'm gonna have to replace those, and I don't know. I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do, whether I'm gonna I wanted to put in a ponderosa pine, but, a ponderosa pine will get like 8 foot across and
Oh.
get like 70 feet tall, so I probably shouldn't do that.
yeah.
We have a bonsai episode coming up in bonsai episode coming up. Since we're talking about saying the words right. Bonsai, Bonesigh, like a bonsai. They had that ponderosa pine that was just incredible.
Oh.
And I was like, I should put a ponderosa pine. And my friend Steve Luer over at Frederick Meyer Garden said, when's going to get big? And you better have space for it. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my God. Okay. And he's like, there's a ponderosa pine over here. And I'm like, oh no, I probably shouldn't do that.
Okay.
But I'm trying to figure out what I want to put in there. And I think that that's important too. But we have a tree on the prop. So now I was so proud. We have 30 trees on the property and we've been here 30 years. And now I lost 2. So now I'm 2 behind again. I want to have a tree on our property for every year we've been here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So that's part of it.
You talked about playing music for your plants. So
Yeah, exactly.
that's so cool.
Okay, let's talk about hate mail for
Oh, no.
half a second
Okay.
again. There was a study that was done at Ohio State University, and they played different types of music for the plants to see which type of music they would grow the best with.
Mm-hmm.
They found that the number one best one is to play classical music. They enjoy classical music. They also enjoy like new wave jazz.
Cool.
Like easy listening jazz.
Okay.
Okay. And the most detrimental was metal or hard rock.
Okay.
So this girl writes into me and she's like, I loved your show. Now I hate you because you hate metal and you hate hard rock. And I was like, I didn't say that.
Right.
I just gave you the findings of the research.
Right.
And
Yeah.
if you want to listen to it, great. And I
Right.
don't know how that is affecting your plants. If it isn't affecting your plants, then you're probably fine. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
Right.
But that was the findings.
Yeah.
And it's about the vibration. That the vibration is so stark in heavy metal that it makes the plants not grow as well. So they just want to listen to something soothing, calming. What I'm going to say about that is I'll put a link down below. There's this cool guy that I follow on Instagram who plays his guitars for animals.
Oh, cool.
He works with a zoo in London. He will sit out there and play, and like wolves come to him, or lions come to him, or
Whoa.
rhinos come to him, and they want to just sit there and listen to his music, and they'll like fall asleep and stuff.
Oh.
So, and it's just very calming. And he'll do covers of songs, but it's very much that easy listening type of cover, you know?
Mhm.
So I just think about all that kind of stuff. And I think that if we could just communicate in the way that we're supposed to,
Oh, right,
or
right.
what is best for everyone. And I think it's like the old adage, you get more flies with sugar than you do with vinegar. If
Mhm.
you're kind to someone, you're going to get a better response than if you're mean.
Right.
I'm not a heavy metal fan. Okay, it's not I don't care. I love that people love it. That's great.
Mhm.
It feels more aggressive to me than classical music.
Right,
However, there are
right.
classical pieces that are aggressive too. I understand. I get it.
Mhm.
But I just think it's just thinking about, what is that going to enjoy? My dogs, sometimes I will talk to Kelly and we'll just be fired up about something and we're kind of, just both venting,
Mhm.
and the dogs are both like, and I'm like, we need to calm down for a minute because Lady Bird thinks that we're upset and we're
Oh.
just venting about this thing.
Mhm.
And so, which is just taking into consideration what is all surrounding you,
Yeah.
But if you're in your home and you love heavy metal and you want to play at full volume, you go. I
Right.
am all for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Go.
to each his own. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But music is a huge deal.
That's
It's a
so
huge
interesting
deal
that
for plants.
Yeah, yeah.
So the Tillandsia terrarium.
Yeah, these were fun.
The air ferns.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
a Tillandsia, I can't recall if Tillandsias are epiphytes or if they're parasitic. So, Spanish moss is parasitic.
Okay.
It is a bromeliad, but it is parasitic.
Okay.
It takes energy away from the tree that it's on. I think Tillandsias are epiphytes. I think they are just sitting there as a position, much like orchids.
It's not taking
It's not
away
taking
from
anything away.
Okay.
And it wants to be in a place where it can probably be sheltered, shaded, and get lots of moisture.
Mhm.
And so that's why they're really easy to take care of. And so, like, when you just take an ashtray and put some stones in it, put some water in the bottom, and then you occasionally have to mist it.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, I find that plants that thrive on abuse are even more likely for me to forget about.
Oh.
Because I love that a Dracaena or a Monstera will tell me that, or the Spathiphyllum will tell me it needs water.
Right, right. You can
I'm
tell
looking
right
over and
away.
it's like, and I'm like, oh,
Mm.
it's time to give you water,
Mhm.
So it reminds me where Tillandsia doesn't really look much different when it's healthy as to when it's
Oh,
dried
right.
up and gone. So there's that. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I think that that's good. And we use that hanging terrarium. That was a hanging terrarium from Accent Decor. They still carry that in their line.
Oh,
And so
cool.
they make those and it just hangs from the ceiling. And it would be really beneficial if you had that hanging from the ceiling and you had the rocks on the bottom to have some water down in there, because that would help create a little bit of humidity for those Tillandsia while you're doing that too.
Okay. I liked how hacked in it was.
I had a vendor who was like, I'll send you Tillandsia. Sure, sure, sure. And I was like, okay, send me some, and I was thinking I was going to get ones that were, this big, not
Mhm.
the size of a small watermelon.
Right.
And it was like, well, I'm going to use this.
Yeah.
It goes in there. So, I mean, it's just kind of one of those things that, sometimes, you have to deal with what you get. I really kind of fascinated by that. I like that because I
Mhm.
think that that's the other serendipityness about what we want to teach people is go see what your local flower seller has,
Mm-hmm.
or your local plant specialist or your local garden center, and see what they have and then create something that makes you feel good.
Mhm.
So it doesn't have to be exactly like what I did. Because I
Right.
just think that, there's so many people who want a recipe,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know what you have in your neighborhood. And it's very geographical and climate driven and, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I think it's really good to do it that way.
Yeah, you inspire people, Jay. Inspire them to go out and work with what they have. And
We got the sweetest letter this week from a lady who said she lives in San Francisco. She watched the new flower market, the San Francisco flower market
Yeah.
episode. And now that it's a public building, it's open to the public after 10 a.m. And she's like, I'm taking my daughter down there. And we had the best time, and my daughter bought flowers, and my daughter made an arrangement.
oh,
And I'm
cool.
just like, that's cool, because she wouldn't have known that now it's open to the public, and it didn't used to be.
Yeah.
And so she has that happening and going on. So I think that we just don't know. I always love it too when people always say, well, just old people watch PBS.
Oh,
And I'm like, no,
that's not
no,
true.
young people watch PBS too. I mean, we have 16 million people between the age of 6 and 11 that watch every week.
Cool.
It is reaching everyone, and everyone is, very concerned about reaching Generation Z and all
Oh,
that.
right.
If you're doing the right thing and encouraging people, it's all going to work out right. Did you know flowers perform best in clean water with the precise food? Chrysoflower food is formulated by scientists to prolong the vase life of flowers as much as possible, and it's easy to use. I always choose Chrysoflower food because it feeds the flowers, resulting in vibrant color and enhanced fragrance, while also keeping bacteria levels down. My personal favorite product is Chryso Professional 3. If you want to experience the benefits, Chrysoflower food products are available at their website, chrysoflowerfood.com. That's CHRYSAL flowerfood.com. And be sure to use our discount code UBloom10 for 10% off your purchase. Support the joy of flowers. The Life in Bloom Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to flower education and inspiring a love of flowers in everyone. The foundation helps fund the production of Jay Schwanke's Life in Bloom on public television, making it possible for viewers across the country to enjoy the beauty and benefits of flowers. The foundation also provides free flower education to high schools, colleges, and floriculture programs through ubloom.com, helping students and future florists bloom in their own careers. Your donation in any amount makes a difference. Plus, all contributions are 100% tax deductible. If you'd like to help us continue sharing the power of flowers, visit the lifeinbloomfoundation.org to donate today. Thank you for your support. Monstera.
Yeah, featured flower Monstera. So I was
Yes.
excited that you did a whole thing on Monstera because I love mine.
I love them too, and I bit the bullet one time. I have a Alban Monstera, the albino one.
Oh, cool.
And when I got it, it had 2 leaves, and now it has 5.
Oh, okay.
And it only shoots leaves in the summertime.
Wait, so what does it look like? So it's white then, or?
It's white and green.
Oh, wow.
So it's like half the leaf is white, half the leaf is green.
Cool.
And Albans are really difficult because they're very susceptible to a lot of diseases.
Okay.
So now what's really interesting is there's the Alban ones have white and green. It is white. When you look at it, it is white. It is the color of my t-shirt.
Okay.
And green. There's a beautiful one at the Manoa Nursery in Hawaii that is just incredible. And I was just like, that's a $20,000 plant. And he's like, yeah, we just found it and brought it in here so that it would be safe so somebody wouldn't steal it.
Wow.
I did notice this spring, Kel and I went to Costco, and Costco had the Thai Monsteras, which are yellow and green.
Oh, okay.
It was 2 of them for $29.95, and I bought 2 of them, and they're fabulous, and I love them.
Cool.
I think my friend Erin Cade at Port Lamar Nursery supplied those for them because I know she was working on that, and they're just lovely, and I just love them. And they're in the living room, and they're just going great guns.
Cool.
And I love those.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, so it's the aerial roots. Okay. So the aerial roots, they purport that Monstera aerial roots is what Tarzan would have swung on.
Oh, cool.
Because that's how strong they are. And that people who are around that use that as rope.
Okay.
Because those aerial roots. And I have one we have a little nursery out behind me that I move plants out to in the summertime. It's underneath the stairs, so it doesn't have a lot of direct sunlight. And if somebody's just not doing well, I'll stick it out there for a couple weeks, and it really helps. There's a guy, Dirty Roots, and he's from Berlin. Okay, now I'll apologize to everybody. I bought his book, and his book is fabulous. It's Leave It the Fuck Alone. That's the name of the book. Yeah, and I'll put a link down here. But he's brilliant, and he's like, we fuss with our plants too much.
Okay.
And one of his things was, if your plant is looking like it needs a little refresh or something, and you can do it, put it outside for a week or 2.
Oh, okay.
When it's humid and it's warm, and they just love it, and it reinvigorates them and gets them started again. He's brilliant, and I'll put his Instagram and Facebook, his social media links down below. He's fabulous to watch, and he's the one who got me started on the albino Monstera.
All right.
And his book is wonderful because it basically gives you permission to be a little more laissez-faire about your plants. And I know that some people hover over them. It was funny. My niece, we're going on a trip with my niece, and she's having somebody watch the house. And she said, I told her, now just make sure you water our plants every day. And I was like, no, don't water your plants every day. And she's like, well, I'm worried that they're going to die. And I'm like, here, handed her the dirty roots book.
Yeah.
You know,
there you go.
Leave them alone.
Leave them alone.
And I said, and you have to let them dry out so that those roots will start to work. Because if things stay wet too often and the moisture is too readily available, they won't produce roots. And if they don't get root bound, they won't produce blooms, they won't produce fruit, they won't thrive, they won't send up new leaves. All of that stuff goes along with it. So, and again, I'm not an expert, but this dirty roots guy is an expert.
Okay.
So there's that.
Cool.
Okay, now tell me your Monstera story.
Yeah, so I have a Monstera plant, and it's totally like grown, and I love this thing, and it has a lot of aerial roots. But I was producing a commercial maybe like a year ago, and they needed some plants as like props, and I was like, oh, I have this. Somebody brought up that we want to see a Monstera plant, and I was like, oh, I have one I can bring in and audition for the commercial. So, bring it over to the prop people and everything. But when I pulled it out of my apartment, I didn't realize the aerial roots had grown like all over. We have like a table and shelving and all this stuff. And so it was like the movie Alien or something, like all these like tentacles when I like pulled it out that were wrapped around all these different things. And so I had to carry this into my car.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, it was probably like 6 feet of these aerial roots, like, a dozen of them all like hanging out, these like tentacles. So I brought it to my car, but I brought it in and it was on set for, in like the art department section with all the different props and everything. So I sent Amanda like a picture, like, here, it's ready for its audition. and it didn't make the,
I love it.
Yeah, it didn't make the commercial, but the art department people trimmed a lot of the aerial roots, and so it came back with like,
and it was like screaming.
Right,
Ah!
I know. But I felt like it came back with like a fresh haircut. Like it came back like
Have you seen those? They're a microphone you can buy and you stick it into the root system of your plants, and it will amplify the noises that they make.
What? No, I haven't.
So like when a plant is dry, it will be moaning.
What?
If you get fire close to it or something, it'll scream.
Oh, no.
The other thing that is distressing about that and why I don't have them, when you cut flowers, they scream.
Oh, no.
And I was just like, oh.
Oh, gosh, now I feel terrible.
I know, right?
I looked up, like, is it okay to trim the aerial roots? And, like, somebody online said yes. And I was like, all right, I don't feel bad.
I mean, what they're
now
searching
I'm like,
for.
Oh, gosh, I hurt my baby, Jay.
They're searching for moisture.
Oh.
They will grow more aerial roots over the winter.
Okay.
Because our homes are dry. Mm-hmm. And they're searching for moisture to bring in. And especially like also if you let a plant dry out. As I said, I have a small Monstera out there that has three leaves on it. And it has 5 aerial roots that are probably like 8 foot long.
Oh, cool.
They're like stretched out all over the ground out there. And I'm just like, and it's going to probably root out there and I'm going to have to dig it up.
Right.
But it's just like, he's so happy right now though. He's just like, hey, this is so great out here. I love it. Like when I water my Monstera, have you ever noticed this when you water them?
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll form a bead of water at the bottom of their leaves.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that. Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
So when I water them, I take them to the shower and I put them in a bucket and I fill the bucket up completely with tepid water. Not warm, not cold. Then let it sit there for about 3 or 4 hours and then drain it and then put it back in place. Mm-hmm. And at the end of every leaf, there will be a big drop of water.
Oh,
and
cool.
It's just that they're transpiring and they're sucking it up and they were so, they're thirsty. And so like sometimes when I'm walking at night out of the bedroom and going to the bathroom, I'll run into it and then there'll be a little drip on my arm and I'm like, oh
cool.
You're so happy. Hi. Don't trim. He's saying, please don't trim off my aerial roots. I have a cousin who lives in Chicago and got to go on this film thing.
Yeah. I need to get at a microphone.
Okay, bromeliads. Pineapples are bromeliads.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they have that pocket in the middle.
Okay.
In our current episode 806, the haliconia is also in the bromeliad family.
Okay.
And it forms pockets in it where it will hold the water. There are even frogs that their habitat is living in the cups of bromeliads.
Wow, cool.
Because they have the water in there. Spanish moss is also a bromeliad, but it is parasitic, and so it can damage trees. It's like having a little bit of the tropics at home. I think that's very true.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then I love the glass top table garden that you did after that. That
Okay,
was so
so
cool.
those were available from Accent Decor, and I'll have to look and see if they still make them. I'll put a link online. I have a small one and a large one. Okay, so I'm just a freak for dioramas.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, even like when you go to the Museum of Natural History and there's a diorama set up there, with like taxidermed animals, I'm just a freak about those.
Oh.
I love those.
Yeah.
I have a collection of crazy plastic zoo animals from Britain's when I was a kid and stuff, and I have a big collection. But I want a dining room table where I could set up all those animals under, like that same type of thing, but would sit 8 people.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Like a, 6 or 8 foot table
Mhm.
that had a pocket underneath where I could display stuff. If you ever go to, it's in Fort Myers, Florida, it's called the Bubble Room. I think it's on Captiva Island.
Oh, I've been to the Bubble Room. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you know the diorama
Yeah,
tables
yeah,
with all the
yeah.
toys in them,
Right,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
The train
I was
goes
insane.
around.
Yeah. Insane. That's probably where this idea came from.
Oh, cool.
But I just thought this is a really fun way to do it. And like right now, I have those tables set up, but I don't have anything in them because it's been winter.
Mhm.
But I have sand and the rocks and the wood all still left in them. So I just put these little plastic animals out in it. So there's one with a taper, a Malaysian taper in it, and stuff. And I'm just like, and I love that too.
Yeah.
In the winter when I bring everybody in, but those are out on the deck. So
Oh, cool.
it's a great way to display stuff too. But I love that. And it was that diorama thing.
Yeah.
That is one of our most popular projects, I think. There's another company, I just ordered one the other day for a puzzle. So there was a puzzle that I had that had wild animals on it when I was a little kid. And it was a springbuck puzzle, and it's an octagon shape. And this company makes puzzle tables. So you can put together your puzzle and then it becomes a table and has a piece of glass over it.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
And you can get them deeper. And I thought, well, I've ordered one and I have it now. I haven't put the puzzle together yet, but I'm like, okay, so would this work on a bigger scale? And they will custom make them as big as you want them. And I thought, well, will they custom make a big one?
Right.
I don't know. We did the flower arrangements with the plants.
Mm-hmm.
If you put a skewer in a Tillandsia, obviously, it's not the best thing in the world, but it's an easy way to use it into an arrangement like that. You will notice now that in market bouquets at the grocery store that there's ones with succulent in it.
Mm-hmm.
And they've stuck a stick up in the back of it so that it can be like a flower in that arrangement. And then you can pop it off of that and plant it and it would be fine.
If it had a microphone, would it scream?
Probably.
Oh no.
I would think
Jay, you've changed my
maybe.
whole perspective on everything now.
I know, right?
I'm going to stop bringing it up.
I know, exactly. These are in the terrazzo containers, and those are from Accent Decor too, and I love those terrazzo containers. They're so pretty.
Yeah.
They come in like 4 different colors, and they're so pretty. The artichoke spritzer.
Yeah, so that looked really cool. How does an artichoke liqueur? I'm so curious.
Sonar is very, very popular, and I went to the liquor store this week, and I just saw that it's there. There's like 2 different kinds.
Oh, okay.
It's bitter.
Okay.
It tastes, I hate to say this because because somebody's going to think that I mean like Hershey's, but it has a chocolatey taste to it.
Okay.
It tastes dark and kind of bitter the way dark chocolate does.
I got
But somebody's going to say, oh, well, I bought this and I thought it was going to taste like a Hershey bar. No, it doesn't do that. I love bitter liquor.
Mm-hmm.
I am crazy about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm crazy about that. So I like Campari. I like this. I like any bitter Amaros, any of those. I love that. And so it's kind of like an Amaro. For those who don't know, also like a vermouth that isn't sweet.
Okay.
We just did a lemon soda topper and we garnish it with basil. And it's delicious. These types of liquors, too, are also great for your digestive system. So you can have them before you eat or after you eat.
Okay.
And that will help you digest better. And so, a lot of those come into that family as well. So then we left the weaving palm leaves till the very end, and we're running out of time. But
that was cool, though. Yeah.
This is something that Phil Rolota taught me. And he taught me this 40 years ago. I do it all the time. And I can remember going to conventions with him where we have floral conventions, and he would like sit at the hot tub and braid the palm leaves that were hanging over the fire. And people would come up and be like, what happened to the palm leaves? It's making this nautilus shell is really super. When I was in the professional flower industry, well, I still am, I guess. But I mean, when I was doing classes and when I was doing presentations around the country and doing the shows, I would do hands-on classes. And this is one of the things that we taught.
Okay.
It's hard to learn because it is like braiding hair. And someone told me one time to say that. And if you know how to braid hair, this isn't as difficult.
Oh, okay.
You can watch and you have to help people and they have to start over and they have to start over and they have to start over and they have to start over. So it's a huge time-consuming part of having a hands-on class. But when someone gets it, then they get it.
Oh,
And then you have it.
that's
And it's
fun.
getting it for the first time. And so, I would have people who would be like, all of a sudden, they'd be, I finally got it. And then they're like, okay, now I know I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. And it was true. And it's like, yeah, absolutely, you can. Because I think once you get it, you won't forget how to do it.
Right. Okay. It just kind of clicks, and then it's something
Yeah,
that.
and it's like, I liked to braid hair. First girlfriend I had in high school would let me braid her hair all the time. So, I like to braid hair, and I know how to braid hair, and so that makes it easier.
Okay.
The video's pretty good. I'll put a link down below too, because I think we have the video singled out on the YEBloom website too, so you can just watch that video over and over again. And what I tell
great.
people to do is just grab one and continue to do it. And if it slips out and falls apart, then you don't have it tight enough and you can start over again and try again. It's really good to learn Palm Sunday week, because almost all florists have tappy foliage, and that's the best thing to practice on. It's not good to practice on your areca palm that you have in your house,
Yeah.
It's great to practice on tepi foliage, and that's a really, really easy way to do it. I just think this is one of the prettiest arrangements I think I've ever made on the show.
It was really cool. Yeah.
And it is also in Fun with Flowers, the Fun with Flowers book as well.
Oh,
There is a link in there to the instruction video about how to do the braiding of the palms.
cool. Well, this was a fun one, Jay. I also, just one last thing too, the credits.
Sure.
The credits. I loved it. Was you talking to the Monstera plants.
Yes.
I was so happy that made it in there. That was so much fun to watch. I wish there was a whole segment on that.
We were just having a conversation. I think it is, though, because I notice that when I go by a plant and I'm like, hey, you got a little brown leaf here. What's going on? And do you want me to trim that off?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to scream if I trim that off? I don't know. When we talk to something, we're paying attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can probably realize this more graphically when you have a dog or a cat.
Oh, sure.
Or a child. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think here's the other thing is Grace, my niece, says this to me all the time. They do not have children. And she said, my plants and my cat are my children.
Oh, uh-huh.
You can become emotionally attached, and you should. And talking to them is helpful. And I think it probably is a stress reliever as well.
Oh,
It's
I bet.
just another part of that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you're playing music for them, and if you're, is this music too loud?
Right.
Do you want me to change stations?
Yeah. Oh, I love that. It's a living thing that's in your part of your life. And
I know that a lot of people take home plants from funerals, and then those become symbolic.
mm-hmm.
That's where it's really important that you know what you're doing. I hate when someone says, well, I got a plant from my grandma's funeral and I killed it and I felt really bad and I felt doubly bad. Things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Things happen. You still have the memories of your grandmother. You still have the memories of the loved one. We have an episode coming up on celebrating life. And that's a good segue to close out this one and say, we'll talk more about that. But I think that's the important part is that get some plants in your house.
Yeah.
It's going to make you feel better.
It is.
Feel better.
Is. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, my friend.
Thanks, Jay.
Thanks for joining us this week on Behind the Bloom podcast with Jay Schwanke and RJ Poole. If you loved what you heard, be sure to follow or subscribe so you never miss an episode. And share it with a friend to help us spread the joy, one bloom at a time. Thank you for taking the time to slow down with us. And hopefully you left feeling a little lighter and inspired to try something new. Make sure to join us next week for a brand new episode. Thanks for being here with us, Behind the Bloom. Hey, just one more thing. If you love flowers, you've got to check out YEBloom.com. It's the online home of Jay Schwanke's Life in Bloom, where you can stream every episode for free. Plus, you'll find Behind the Bloom videos, my blog, show recipes, and so much more. There's also a massive video archive, over 1,800 how-to videos, flower farm documentaries, and even my very first series, JTV. All Life in Bloom episodes, exclusive web content, and farm documentaries are totally free. Just sign up with your email. And if you're ready to dive deeper, there's a paid subscription option that unlocks the full library of how-to videos. Everything from creating bridal bouquets to centerpieces, corsages, and more. Tons of content to explore. You're going to love it.